Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who do not fit into the above categories, and welcome to the Iceni Broadcasting System. Tonight, bringing to you Mass Effect Portent. For those who aren't familiar, Mass Effect Portent, and I will stop this music because I'm actually kind of jamming to it. Mass Effect Portent is a tabletop RPG which I am not running this week because it is instead being running by our illustrious DM, Viz Kanoya.
Hello, everybody. I'm Viz Kanoya, or Viz for short. So today, I'm not sure how much he actually went through with you, but we're playing Mass Effect Portent. It's been a hot minute since we've uh, played this, and I'll do a recap once we introduce everybody.
Excellent.
The system uses the N7 system, which you can find just by a quick Google. Mass Effect 5e or N7 World, and you should find it pretty quick.
It's derived.
Today, I
Oh,
will be joined by. I'm pretty sure they know what it's derived from.
yeah.
We play D a lot here.
Yep.
So today, I'll be joined by an absolute freaking nerd.
Hello, everybody. I am Absolute Freaking Nerd. Today I'll be playing Zephin, the nuclear adept Hanar.
Diablo Awesome.
Hello, I'm Diablo Austin, and today I'm playing Mace, the Asari engineer.
V, you should know who he is.
I should bloody well hope so at this point. Hello, sorry, tongue just malfunctioned. Hi, everybody. I'm V, and I'm playing Tanik Kosh Valdot Toscaro Cho Lebesk Sanik Eshk, who is a Solarian techno musician, level 4.
And Wolf Venom.
Wolf Venom said hello, I am Wolf Venom. Today, for a change, I will be playing Sai, the bare-faced Turian Sentinel.
Right, and since it's been at least a month, a minimum, since we've played Portent, I'm just gonna recap the lovelies on where we were and where we're going. So, the last time that we played, the team had entered an abandoned ship in the Voyager system. They had been asked to explore the vessel and bring back anything of note. However, the team, as they come to explore this vessel, found that there are Rachni on the inside, which had thought to have been extinct for over 1,000 years at this point. But there's Rachni on this ship, alive, and debatably well. The mission objective then changed from explore the ship to find the queen. If it's an egg, bring it back. If it's not an egg, kill it and kill the Rachni inside. So the team scoured the vessel and they found evidence that there was a nest for a queen. There was a queen egg at one point, but the queen egg was no longer present. They had also found that there were fresh bodies from a company called Binary Helix. With what they found, it would be best to assume that Binary Helix operatives came in and got away with the egg. On the way out, the team had gotten the attention of basically a brood guard. And this brood guard called for the rest of the Rachni swarm on the ship, and the team was left to try to escape this swarm of Rachni. Sidus and Mace had jumped out of the ship through the front, and Zephin barely got out, and Tanak had even a closer call, as Tanak decided to do the self-sacrificial thing, and it almost didn't work out for him, to the point that he was almost dead. He has bits of him melted off by Rachni corrosive acids. He's currently laid up in the med bay of the secretary, and the team was headed to a system where Tanek would be operated on, and the team would be left to their own devices for a little while Tanek was receiving surgery. Do we have any questions?
Can I get some extra limbs
What
added
is
at the same
love?
time?
No.
Oh,
You said that the self-sacrificing stuff didn't work out for him, but that's because he survived?
It almost didn't work out for him.
I mean, he managed to
Almost.
get them off the rest of the team.
Yeah, but when you self-sacrifice, you're supposed to die. So,
So we have to kill Tanek.
yeah, exactly.
So he's not supposed to survive this surgery. Got it. I'll just jot that over here on the side.
Yeah. I mean, you could do an entire mission where the rest of the team are just like, we don't have to work with that asshole again. Let's stealthily kill him during the surgery so that they think he died during surgery.
We just slip some of Zephin's toxins into needles.
Oh yeah, just put it in the fucking painkillers, the anesthetic, so that when they inject him, just goes straight to his damn brain and it kills.
No, you just get somebody to just put a
No.
little air bubble in. Just one. It'll do the job eventually.
No.
Replace his blood with water. Call it liquid cooling.
Wolf
You know, he'd
Venom
probably be
said
down
what
for
you
that.
need is a medical expert who knows how to do the job properly.
Yep.
Or
Too bad we don't know one of those.
there are like, I know you're joking, but I would like to remind everyone that there are like 3 doctors on the fucking ship.
3?
Zephin has a doctorate in multi-species biology.
What?
What?
He's a biologist.
What?
I have mentioned this before.
What?
I've mentioned this before.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I had either completely forgotten that or had never picked up on that because I always just thought Zephyr was an idiot.
No.
Yeah. The silly radioactive boy.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's a biologist.
At some point, it's gonna come up that he has a doctorate in front of Tanek, and Tanek is just gonna react like Shepard hearing that Conrad Werner is a doctor.
Why did you guys think he took a arachnite sample back to the ship, like a sample of the legs flake or whatever?
Wolf Venom said I knew that about him. Also, Sai is a medical doctor.
Yeah. So yeah, we have 3 doctors on the ship. 2 of them are medical doctors, and 1 of them is a biologist.
There's 3 doctors on the ship. And not a single one can fix Tanek in his current state right now.
I mean,
Because Tanek
Mace is
is
an
scientifically
engineer. You
fucking
can't help
reckless of his body.
Mace is an engineer. She can help if it's Tanek.
One at a time, gents, because you were talking over each other there. Wolf is typing. I once again would like to apologise for making an absolute troll character. If he is genuinely a problem, just kill him. Go ahead.
Wolf Venom said Sai has some proficiency in engineering so he can assist Mace.
It's like Sai was made to fix Tanek.
No.
He can fix him!
But does he want to?
No.
Does he have to?
Again, no.
Alright, so. I believe specifically we ended with the ship on the way. And considering it's been so long, I'm not going to make you roleplay the travel time if you don't want to.
What could... Oh, sorry, Wolf is typing, sorry.
Wolf Venom said annoyingly, Sai would feel compelled to help him.
Particularly after he tried the whole self-sacrifice thing to help you all.
Son of a bitch.
What sort of things could we get up to? Could we build some stuff? Could we repair some stuff?
I mean, Tanit can't really do
No.
all too much because he's kind of laid up in medbay. He's
Yeah.
kind of just stuck there. But if people want to reach out to others, if they want to work on equipment,
You could
stuff like that,
You could throw a party while Tannic isn't available.
everyone's invited except for you.
They even invite the doctor.
They're celebrating the fact that they can finally have a moment of peace and quiet without
Yep.
Tanek blowing something up or himself up.
Wolf Venom said Tanik can do nothing, as he is Mr. Lionbed and be half melted.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. He will plot his revenge.
So-
I mean,
He'll plot his revenge against the Rachna,
yes.
I guess.
Definitely the Rachni.
He'll also plot his revenge against whoever invented the fuel in that ship. Because it totally should have worked. No, it shouldn't have.
So, is there anything the team wants to do on the secretary before we get to the location?
I'm good.
All right. And Diablo, are you good?
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Nobody goes to visit Tannic
And
the entire
I'm
time.
guessing
He doesn't notice. Wolf is typing. Sorry, I should have said.
Wolf Venom said doesn't matter what I might want to do, guess who is at the front door and staring at me.
Good luck, Wolf.
of course. All right. Well, in that case, I guess I will start us off. It's been about a week since the incident on the Rachni ship, the Voyager. And overall, the ride's been quiet. Tanek, I don't really think anyone came to visit you.
No.
The doctor's been busy making sure you don't die, you remain stable. But being corroded, both in flesh and in metal, isn't fun.
No.
It's a very boring, dry, occasionally painful experience. But you're still sucking air,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
I mean, I can stop by and drop some food every now and then.
If Mace wants to, she can. The doctor is making sure that he gets fed. That's what you're worried about.
Sorry, my microphone's picking up the fan a little bit. My bad.
I didn't hear anything.
It's blinking intermittently, so just ignore it if I'm not speaking and it's blinking.
Zephin, Mace, the ship is peaceful, quiet. There seems to be a lack of annoying Solarian. Probably because they're a bit busy.
Just a little preoccupied.
A little preoccupied.
Not dying. Which
Busy,
is
not dying.
Considering
If
how
that's
much...
the case,
Go ahead.
if that's the case, could I, since I brought back like a small sample of the arachnide, not of the pheromones or anything, but like I think a lobbed off like finger or whatever,
I think it was a leg.
could I use my?
I don't think
I
they
don't
have
like
fingers.
I mean, like detector, like whatever. I brought something arachnide back. Could I use my time to analyze that and study it?
Yeah, certainly.
Good idea.
Okay.
You
Uh,
have a week. What are you looking to find out?
how the hell they're back when they're supposed to be extinct? Like if they have evolved differently, basically, or just how they've evolved in general.
You could also look for any signs of genetic engineering, see if maybe somebody has tried to recreate the Rachni. Are these real Rachni?
That as well.
You are welcome to.
What would I be rolling?
Science. That's a good check.
Very
So
good.
as you work on this chunk of Rachni and you examine the DNA, you look for, well, I would say comparisons to publicly available data. Because, let's be real, most data about the Rachni would be kept off of the internet because there's enough technology that genetic engineering is possible. If someone had the full genome of the Rachni, they could just recreate the Rachni at this point in time. Despite it being illegal with the council, that doesn't stop the crazy scientists from doing it. So with what you can find, the DNA seems to be consistent. Everything about the structure, the genome, the way these guys physically appeared is consistent with logs and data from about 1,000 years ago. So, as far as you can tell with what you have, these are 100% genuine Rachni.
All right. Well, then in that case, he's gonna put the sample in cold storage, aka the fridge he has in his room.
Yeah, but how can he tell that's not genetically modified? I don't imagine the John Ragnar genome is something public knowledge, because of people might try to recreate them.
With his background, he'd likely have a very general understanding of what arachni is supposed to look like versus what it isn't supposed to look like. Anything that would stand out normally would probably be picked up by him.
Also, there's a chance that if somebody is reconstructing the genome from partial fragments found in public sources, there might be some evidence left over from that, and somebody with his level of education should be able to pick up on at least a few hints of that. So if they're there, he probably would have found them.
Yeah.
Right, and he did not find them. As far
Yeah.
as he could tell, these are as Rachni were 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, so he's just saving a sample later for further study.
In his minibar.
Mini fridge.
I don't
However,
think those are meant to hold samples.
They're not.
It's the best he has.
You could speak to the doctor. He probably has proper sample storage.
I don't think the doctor would like Zephyr in his fucking lab.
Ask him.
Let me put it this way. The doctor would not like Zephyr in his fucking lab.
You could ask him to store
Why
the sample.
not? Just ask. You could ask him.
I mean, this is not the most ineffective way I've seen something stored.
I mean, you haven't just put it in your backpack.
Yeah, but
I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
in the other game, someone had a blood sample that they were trying to keep hidden,
Did they drink it?
and no, they stuffed it in a mini fridge full of packaged raw bacon.
Now I want you to ask. I want you to take a guess to what species that character was playing.
It's
Krogan.
Mass Effect. What species Which one?
Krogan.
Yep,
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I love Krogans, but they're so stupid.
Not all Krogans are stupid. Thank you.
Show me
Hey.
a smart one.
depending on the blood, that can
Kiltanic.
be. It can maybe add a bit more salt to the bacon.
Tanik is a fuck. Wait, no. I feel like I'm being fucked with.
V, you are totally fucking with him.
Hey, he's
Renegade points.
He's going to be-
Renegade points for V.
He's going to be played by me, so he's going to have to be at least a little smart, even if his brain stats are terrible.
You sure about that?
I'm very bad at playing dumb.
Really? You seem to do it all the time.
Ooh, well played, sir.
All right. So
Well, that's a good way to ensure that V will always be aiming for you.
That's not true. I wouldn't do that. I just reduce his AC
If
by
V
1
ca-
every session.
If V killed off Gallus, there would be a riot.
You and who else?
I would assume Viz and Wolf.
unfairly killing someone off. But anyhow,
Yeah,
I digress.
unfairly.
Yeah, we
Anyway.
should continue.
Back to the game.
So yes, as I said, these Rachni are as Rachni were 1,000 years ago. As far as you can tell, there's been no genetic modification. You wanted to know how they persevered out over 1,000 years?
Yeah.
You could do some investigation.
I could do that, yeah.
Ooh, nat
Oh!
20.
Oh, well
Look
done.
at that. So after you peruse scientific records, and those aren't really coming up with what you need. But you remember Mace saying something about a brood ship when you were on that ship, and you decide to look a little more into that. And you come to find that the Rachni had a biological system in which they can delay their eggs hatching for prolonged periods of time. Historically, what would happen is if the Rachni managed to get onto a ship, they would clear out the crew, basically strip the electronics on the inside and convert it into a biomaterial that interacted with them, so that they can use their songs to control the ships. And then they would send a queen egg in that ship elsewhere. They were not spacefaring in that they never made their own ships. Rachni commandeered ships from other species. And these queen eggs, and subsequently the first, I think they're called neophytes, which are the first, eggs from a, like a queen, a brood. Those would have to last extended periods of time in space with no resources. So that's how they're able to last for so long. They are basically in a stasis.
Point of law. It is explicitly mentioned that the Rachni do have ship designs. Do you want to say maybe that they rarely deploy them? They prefer to take ships from other people.
Did they?
They did, yes.
I never saw.
It's
Well, in that case, then yeah.
It's a news article in Mass Effect 2 that's playing in the background when you're on the Isari planet. I forget the name of it.
Ilium.
Ilium, that's the one.
So I guess in that case, yes, they had chip designs, but they really didn't deploy them that often.
And these Rachni that we saw, considering that they seem to be a lot more like feral, that they were like cannibalizing each other, probably wouldn't have ships.
Yeah.
Based on what you were seeing, the ship that you had gotten on hadn't fully been bioconverted. So, if you had to make an educated guess, what happened was that ship was cleared out of whoever had it before. Either it was Krogan or Asari, but it was cleared out of its original crew. And in a desperate attempt to maintain survival, a queen egg and a batch of neophytes were put on that ship, and it was sent off with no clear direction. Um, and it's been so long that basically they reached the end of their stasis period, where they can't hang on any longer. So they started hatching. Come to find there's little to no resources on the ship other than each other.
Yeah. Could I?
So they got into a cycle of cannibalism in order to continue surviving, hopefully long enough to finish the bioconversion of the ship and take it somewhere.
Could I look into like potential Rachni weaknesses? I guess anything that they're particularly vulnerable to, or would that just be public knowledge?
That would be public knowledge because, one, there's no Rachni, allegedly. Because there's no Rachni, we're able to publicly disclose what their weaknesses are. That's not a problem. And let me pull up.
Also, I'm just
A
imagining there's an
few-
entire genre of films out there that are, instead of zombies, it's Rachni.
Possibly.
I'm just picturing. Yes, Rachni. We've dismissed those claims.
Pretty much.
So, from what you're able to find, they don't like extreme cold. They don't like extreme heat, so fire. And also while they have their own acid, other acids they don't handle too well. Like a normal bug, if these guys were smaller, bludgeoning them to death would work, but they're too big for that.
I mean, you could still probably bludgeon them to death. It would just take a lot longer.
Or a lot bigger
Their
item.
bodies are a lot harder.
Or you would take a very large newspaper, rolled up.
Krogan hammer. That'd do the job.
Or a Krogan. You could use a Krogan to bludgeon them.
So, those are some things that you're able to find. So, they don't like extreme cold. They don't like corrosion, acid, stuff like that. They're only really immune to their own, and they don't do well with fire.
We have
Like-
grenades, right?
Like every
Yeah.
other living being, I guess.
Okay, so we have grenades, so I probably don't need to make napalms then.
We could shut down their life support system and just freeze them out.
That could work, yeah. But we'd have to do that remotely.
Not necessarily. If we know where
You
the
guys
life...
have.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, you guys have spacesuits. No, you don't.
Oh yeah.
We could just figure out where it is on the ship, walk around on the outside of the hull, and either disable it from out there if we can, or shoot it out.
I'm good with that plan.
Can they survive with the oxygen?
They can, but only for
They
a
can't
limit.
survive.
They can only survive in space for a limited amount of time because they'll freeze after a while.
Or explode.
It's yeah, with the Rachni, it would be like it's less of an issue of we can't breathe and more of an issue of it's so fucking cold we're freezing to death.
Yeah. So they might be able to climb over the hull for a few minutes, but not that long. So if we're willing to just back off and let them freeze to death, we can then go back and continue our work.
I think that's the best plan.
It's slow, but it would work and it reduces the danger.
And once we're done, we could just turn the life support back on since they're all dead.
Probably better to keep in
Why
our
not?
suits just in
We have
case.
spacesuits.
I mean, it would be prudent to have the life support on because, we'd like to be able to see where we're going, I'd imagine.
I mean, the lights
Spacesuits
and
have
the life
lights.
support have nothing to do with each other.
We didn't have lights the last time we went in.
Then we'll wear spacesuits, which have lights on them.
We were wearing spacesuits, weren't we?
You
Also,
guys had flashlights.
I assume the lights in the life support system would be in different
One would hope.
systems.
One would certainly hope.
I mean, it's a sorry design.
Regardless.
They're pretty good at their design, so I would imagine so.
No, I imagine it's someone turning off the lights to go to sleep and then dying because there's no oxygen.
Regardless, we could just freeze them out, yeah.
We could look into getting freeze throwers, like flamethrowers, except cold.
I mean, like I said, I was looking to have Zephyr start making napalm so we can just go in wielding 8 fucking Molotov cocktails.
Actually, you know what? That's not the worst idea, because if nothing else, it's going to burn off any oxygen in the atmosphere.
Exactly. And it would also just look funny as fuck.
But they don't need oxygen, so that doesn't work. Never mind.
Why
You're
not
still
just
throwing
go-
Molotov cocktails at them.
Why not just go the extra mile and make white phosphorus?
I mean, yeah, there's an
Because
option.
that's illegal. And that'd be a war crime.
We're not at war.
When is that stop, Zephyr?
Since the law is on his ass.
Oh, good thing there's no law in space.
Also,
That is unfortunately not true.
I'm pretty sure our boss is kind of loosey-goosey on legality.
Also,
still.
that's human law. There's
That and
nothing
also,
about
like-
white phosphorus on council law, is there?
I would
White
bet
phosphorus is also expensive to make.
I would bet you anything you like that it is not illegal under Turian law.
Either Turian or Krogan.
Yeah, neither of those would have
Okay,
banned
so
that.
So, is there anything else that you would like to do?
I'm good.
Mace, is there anything you'd like to do?
I would just keep working on my armor, like to keep my mind off things. Doing
Right.
minor repair work.
Is there anything in particular you're doing to it, or this is more like maintenance?
Like maintenance.
Okay. I know your options are very limited, Tanek, but is there anything you would like to do from bed?
He'll probably start doing his own planning for what to do about that ship. He'll do research into figuring out what type of ship it was, so he can get an idea of where life support is and where charges could be put on it to blow out key systems of it. He'll also look into methods for shutting down the barrier on the front and rear of the ship in order to blow anything that's in the cargo bay out. He will also be looking into ways of getting of refueling that fucking thing just on base principle. The gunship that was in there. He's spite
All right.
researching.
He's researching. I understand. So, while you guys are doing your research, maintenance, living your day to day, the secretary doesn't really seem to like it's moving, but you don't really feel it because, well, inertial dampeners. And it isn't long before there is a call from intercoms from upstairs, and Mal speaks. All right, we are in the Hawk system. We're about to touch planet side here in 2 hours. And for everyone's knowledge, activities on this planet, regardless of your contract, are approved with the exception of getting married or impregnating people. Don't do that. Otherwise, you're allowed to gamble and do what you please. And she hangs up the intercom.
Did she say we're not allowed to get married?
Yes. That was part of your contract.
Huh. Is that a serious
Or do you
risk?
think matrimony?
No, I was just worried about the rest
Not
of the
for
team.
you.
Have they been, like, fucking while I've been in here? He's asking the doctor.
I don't know. I've been in here taking care of you.
Fair.
Is that a serious risk? Not for Tanek.
Not for Tanek. Very
Ooh.
true. I think the biggest concern at this moment in time is Mace. But I don't even think she's that big of a concern.
She's too old to care.
Exactly.
Well, I suppose I'm getting wheeled out of here in a minute.
Is Tanek actually in a wheelchair?
Might be able to stretch her.
Stretcher is more like it, yeah.
Just rolling Tanek around on a fucking stretcher all over. Where are we again? Ilium?
You are in the secretary. You are going to the Hawk system right now.
My bad.
So it is a matter of time before two pretty sizable Turian come down the elevator. You've not seen these people before, but Prola seems to know them. And they go to the med bay and they get Tanak onto a stretcher and they wheel that stretcher over to the shuttle so that he can get down to planet side. It isn't too much longer before what now?
I was just imagining they wheel him to the front of the ship where the shuttle is. They wheel him straight past the shuttle. They wheel him up to the front of the ship. They kick him out the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
No.
thought they were wheeling him up to the airlock.
I mean, they did,
No.
really, but to get in the shuttle.
Like yes, but no, because he's getting into the shuttle.
Everyone's just bullying Tanek today.
He deserves it, to be fair. He
Well,
is
the
a
staff,
horrible
the staff
person.
aren't bullying him.
Indeed, Tanik is actually going to be really nice to the staff.
Is he though? Is he?
So he is capable of being nice.
Yeah, it's a performance to make them feel that the rest of the team are unfairly treating him.
Roll performance.
Do you want me to roll performance, Viz?
No.
Aww.
Aw.
So after
can I?
about
Huh?
an hour and 45 minutes, Prolus starts knocking on doors. It's like, hey, it's time to go. Unless you want to stay on the ship. Which, I guess staying on the ship is an option. But if you choose to stay on the ship, I have nothing planned for you to fucking do. So,
Now I'll go.
I will go as well. Yeah.
I am
I
just
think-
going to assume Sidus
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
Wolf's not here, but we can assume.
it seems reasonable.
And then he come back and decide he wanted to stay on this ship instead.
I mean, it's possible, but
Then he has nothing. He has nothing to do. I
We will-
have nothing for him to do.
we will take
So,
the bobblehead of Citus with us.
yeah, pretty much. So after everyone is loaded into the shuttle, it takes off out of the front barrel as per usual. The secretary is going to linger in orbit, as the shuttle is perfectly capable of getting in and out of orbit of the planet. And as you come down towards this planet, it is gorgeous. This place looks like a paradise. The ocean is this nice warm color, like a warm blue. There's plenty of beaches. The first stop is to a place that is currently more under construction than anything. There are a few buildings, but it's kind of hard to tell what this place is supposed to be. It definitely doesn't look like it's supposed to be a hospital, even though hospital campuses are a bit wonky. At least here in the States they are. Um, but overall, there's these weird bridges. There's a large structure with a few canal-looking things from above, but it's again hard to tell. The shuttle lands, and Tanek is removed from the shuttle by an by a couple of Turians. These ones are not the ones that wheeled him out of the med bay. These ones are ones that are they look to be staff of this facility. And Prolis, once Tanek has been removed from the shuttle, takes off, and he will take the rest of the team to a different location. Do we want to follow the rest of the team first, or do we want to follow Tanek first?
You guys go ahead. Oh,
Okay,
actually, do
let's
we want
go.
to wait until Wolf is back for you guys then?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Does that make sense with you,
Okay.
Nerd?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll be back.
So
Go ahead.
Tanek, you are wheeled away from the shuttle, and you watch it take off as you are taken inside of the at least the structures that are done there that you are brought inside, and this place feels cold, feels empty for what this for where you are. You feel like it's a weird hybrid between a hospital and a warehouse. It's not it's not comfortable here.
New place you guys are building up, huh?
Yeah, we're expected to have it done in a couple months.
Yeah. Does that make me one of the first patients?
Yeah, it does.
Cool. I get to test out all the new shit.
One of the people who's moving your stretcher looks amused at that thought. You are taken to an elevator, and you are taken to an upper level. From this upper level, you have a view of the outside. It's a large window, and this planet, there are rocky outcrops that kind of like they're they're almost like horseshoe shaped. With like the rocks are horseshoe shaped, with the beach being like the bottom of the horseshoe. The inside of that area is ocean, and then there's more ocean out and beyond it. These rocks have obviously green trees or bushes, plant life. And while you can't really see any animals in the water from here, there are definitely avians, birds. Something is flying in near the bushes. It's kind of hard to tell from here.
Fair.
But for now, the sun is shining into this room, and you are comfortable.
All right.
Comparatively to the rest of this place is the most comfortable location. The room around you, on the other, like you have the window on your right, and on your left, there is a bunch of hospital like equipment. There's a surgery table that has in like it's a bed with two like cylinders at the like towards where your legs would be, and up by your head, like your shoulder area, there are two cushions that can swing out to hold your arms open.
Right.
You aren't put on it right away. The two Turians who have brought you in currently leave you alone in this room. they figure you're not going to try to get out of bed. There's
Oh,
no
God, no.
point, really.
He would be limping badly, assuming he could move at all.
Right. Is there anything you'd like to do from this spot?
He is going to examine the medical equipment and try and get a feel for it. This is a guy who's spent a fair bit of time getting surgery done on himself, so I imagine he's got at least a little bit of insight into what he's looking at. Would that be a fair assumption?
That'd be a fair assumption. I'd like a science check from you for this.
Yeah, he's not bad at those. 22.
Well, you have gotten yourself worked on by various people from back alley to, like a normal hospital. This place, this technology that they have looks entirely out of the scope of anything you've seen before. This I would say it'd be fair to assume that you've been in a hospital for at least like one or two of your cybernetic implants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's high end and well maintained. This looks above that, where in a hospital most of the equipment is like white or gray, uh like a pale bluish teal color.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the familiar colors of the hospital, the colors of cleanliness and freshness. Um, this place, it, the equipment is dark. It the actual like cushioning is black. The framework that holds the technology on the inside is dark gray. Uh, any wiring that you can see is in various shades of blue. While you've never been to a hospital on Palaven, because you wouldn't even be able to get on Palaven without a spacesuit,
Yeah.
you don't feel like this is Turian hospital equipment. But you don't know who it's from exactly.
Hmm. Has he ever seen Asari stuff before? Because
Considering you were on Ilium,
Yeah.
I would say yes.
so
Asari equipment is is more in the ranges of
white
like
white and silver, I would imagine.
white, silver, gray, and soft oranges, because they
Hmm.
want to be able to see the purple blood on
Yeah.
the orange so they stand out against each other.
Sensible.
You don't know of any organic species with white blood.
I think. Hmm. He's going to ponder on that because that's interesting to him. Huh. That's interesting.
Anything else you would like to do from this spot?
Hmm. How mobile is he?
You are mobile enough to move, but it's base you'd be walking at like quarter speed, I
Yeah.
would say at this point.
What I was
You'd be
thinking.
walking at like a quarter of your speed. It hurts.
What I'm thinking is he might shuffle himself across the bed a bit closer to this equipment so he can take a look at it and see if he can see any writing or any control panels so he can poke and prod and see what's going on.
So he'd be getting off of his little stretcher bed.
Only if he had to.
Considering you're not right next to the equipment right now, you are more given a view out the window. I would say you would have to get out of your stretcher bed to do that.
he will very gingerly test how effectively he can move off of it to ensure that he doesn't exacerbate his own injuries. If he's going to render more damage to himself, he won't do it. But he really wants to poke at that machine.
Let's roll Constitution.
Save or standard? Not that it makes a difference, but
Save.
12.
Everything aches and hurts, but it doesn't feel like you're straining it. It's more like your body is just like it's irritated, it's upset that it's been injured. It's the difference between like rubbing something and tearing something.
Yeah.
And it's not liking the sensation of the rubbing, but it's not a ripping sensation at all.
In that case, what he'll do, he'll go up to it, he'll poke around a little bit, taking a couple of photos with his Omnitool, so he can then go back to the bed and examine those. So rather than stay there for an extended period of time, he'll just be there, poke through a couple of menus or see a couple of interfaces, take photographs of them, and then examine the photographs.
Okay. So you're going to be looking at panels.
Yeah, any kind of control system that there is. If there isn't a control system, anything with writing on it, like stamped into the metal. Also, it looks like Wolf is back.
I see that. Tanek is looking around his operating theater before his doctor comes in.
He is poking and prodding at the strange mechanical devices.
So, I would like you to roll me science.
Alright. Ooh, I don't have inspiration, so 9.
So you find the control panel and you tap it a couple of times, and you are instantly confronted with a language you don't understand.
Fair.
It's not being translated. I don't mean it's scientific jargon you don't get. I mean this is
A language that isn't...
text.
Yeah, a language that the translator doesn't know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're confronted with a language a translator does not know.
He's going to whistle, then cringe because that hurt, take a photograph, and then return to the bed.
You're not going to look at anything else? No
With,
panels, nothing
with,
like that?
with that roll, no, I'm thinking he's like, I'm not going to be able to read them anyway, so I've got to figure out what this language is first.
Okay. So you go back to your stretcher and you lay back down on it, and your limbs are instantly thankful
Yeah.
that you aren't putting weight on them anymore. While it aches, it does not ache anywhere near as much as it did.
Yeah.
And one moment.
The puppy needs attention.
A dog has broken into your hospital.
Oh, I know. Tanek is savage.
All right, I
Sorry,
think she took care of herself.
Okay.
So you're laying in your bed and you're looking at the Omni tool. What are you trying to figure out? Like, you're trying to figure out the language, but what are you doing to do that?
I think his first approach would be to try and cross-reference with external sources. Does he have an extranet connection here?
You do.
Okay. He's going to search for... He's going to basically do a character search where he will take individual pictures of characters and do cross-references with language databanks, see if there's any which have something similar to individual characters, and then try and build up more and more characters to see if he can find any which fit in with any known languages. cross-reference them together to see if this is some sort of constructed language or if this is an all-new language. He's suspecting it's an all-new language because he's thinking this is an uncontacted species that they've got tech from, and he's like, oh, this is big.
That is a... I want a history check from you.
Okay, he's not particularly good at those, but we'll give it a try. 20. Non-natural.
So you're running it, you're cross-referencing it through various linguistic databases, and you're coming up primarily empty-handed. That is until there are 2 specific characters that come up, and the linguistic database flags those 2, and it says that while it's not certain, the suspected language from those 2 symbols is Prothean.
Annika's going to pause, look at the piece of medical equipment next to him, look at the data again. He is then going to save that screenshot into as many of his own devices and data banks as he can get away with. He is ensuring that a copy of this is kept. And you know what? He's going to attach it to 2 people on the team. So they're going to get a message from him that's going to have this file embedded in it.
Okay.
And it's going to be to Sai and to Mace. And it's going to be attached with a message. Just keep this image for me. Don't mention it to anybody. Keep it stored away somewhere where you can get access to it, but not where other people can. If any trouble comes, delete it. Just do me a favor.
Okay. And with that, we're going to bounce over to the rest of the party for now. We'll come
Excellent.
back to you.
Go ahead.
So the rest of the party, you had seen Tanak taken off of the shuttle and wheeled away before Prolus took off again. And he's taking you away from this facility. And Wolf, for your knowledge, this facility that I was describing looks like it's primarily under construction, where it doesn't look like a hospital. It doesn't. It's hard to tell what it is. It doesn't look normal. There's bridges and like out front of this area that look like they're going over waterways. There's like a large circular like building, and then there's like a few like canals that are nearby this building, but it's hard to tell what this place is supposed to be. It doesn't look like a hospital entirely. It doesn't look like an office building. It's a little weird. And Wolf is
Venom
typing,
said
so
sounds horrible. Someone should nuke it.
We do have a radioactive Hanar.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
But
It might be.
It gives us an excuse to explode him.
Explodes Hanar with mind.
And also, Wolf, for your knowledge, Mal had told you that you are free to do anything that you please on this planet. The activities that are on this planet have already been approved for you to do, regardless of your contract, with the exception of getting married and getting pregnant or getting someone else pregnant. You can't do those 2. Still off the table. But the rest of the activities, should they violate contract under normal standard, they do not for this place.
Time to take out some loans.
Let's go gambling.
Wolf Venom said actually a question about the not getting married rule. What if someone is already married?
If someone's already married, then they are free to remain married. But the idea here was the idea of not getting married was to basically prevent people from trying to get you off that ship and out of your deal early. It also it's kind of hard to do family related business like getting married in the first place while you're flying around a lot. You kind of have to be planet side for a substantial amount of time to get a marriage done. Does that answer your question?
Wolf Venom said okay, was just curious.
Understood. As the shuttle is flying away from this facility, it flies a fair distance away to, I would say, the west. And you first pass over a bunch of different islands that share a similar appearance with the area you were just at. And then you cross over a large stretch of ocean for about 10, 15 minutes before you come to another section of various islands, uh, basically like an archipelago. And this place looks to be like a resort. This place seems to have hotels, has like spas, various like events, activities for you to do here.
Guys, we found the beach
Yes.
episode.
Is it a beach episode if you don't actually go to the beach?
There's beaches, right?
There's beaches, but that doesn't mean you're going to them.
Oh.
I mean, the entire planet is a beach.
I'm just gonna say, just because I've gone to Hollywood and LA does not mean I had a beach episode.
Yeah, but the entirety of LA is not a beach.
No,
This entire planet is a beach.
you don't know that.
It's true, we don't actually know that for certain. Wolf is typing,
Wolf
sorry.
Venom said Sai is going to the beach and is drinking cocktails for the rest of the session.
The beach episode is, of
that
course,
is an
the beach.
option.
Of course, the beach episode is in the one campaign where I don't have a big Turian as a character.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not.
Wolf Venom said you do have a water-based character.
It's true, this is your natural habitat.
It depends on the salinity of the water.
Valid. But hey,
I would also say, maybe not, because Kage is a lot more water than this.
That's true.
So as you're flying into this resort, Trollis does take the shuttle to, for a lack of better way to put it, it's like a parking garage. The top of it has a circle where he is intended to land, and when the shuttle lands, he keeps the doors locked so none of you do a stupid. The platform that he landed on then moves down, and you can see the sky like kind of go away as you're going lower down. The disc then stops and it slides into an empty spot. And once it's slid onto this empty spot, a like two like blast doors would be a good way to put it, go underneath the disc. The ship tilts a little bit, off to one side, and then the circle, like the disc that you were on, then retracts from you, and the ship kind of thuds down a little bit onto this platform. And then the disc goes back to its central middle position, and it goes back up, the light from the sky being sealed off from the circle. You are in a shuttle parking garage. Prolus then unlocks the door. All right, we're in DT32. So when you want to come back to the shuttle, remember that. You're free to go do what you want. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go help myself to a cocktail. And he hops out of the shuttle. He is good. He's not gonna hang out with you guys. He's gonna go do his own thing.
I don't blame
You
him.
are free to do what you'd like, including staying in the shuttle if you're that much of a shut-in.
Can we go shopping?
Ugh.
Is there even any
Yes.
shop on? Is there even
Yes,
any
you
shops
can
here?
go shopping. It's a resort for tourists. Of course you can go shopping.
Is at some point I'm going to have to actually make an RPG, a tabletop RPG, where you just shop. That is the entire gameplay, because apparently that's what players want. Combat shopping.
Extreme couponing.
Extreme couponing.
I hate it.
You'd play it.
You'll never guess what Zephin's shopping for though, Viz.
What's Zephin gonna go shop for once he gets out of the shuttle?
He's gonna pull up his Omni tool and look to where he could purchase. Wait, actually, do we even have the credits for it? I need to check my character sheet. No, I probably don't have the credits for it. Never mind.
Wait, did you just let us do whatever we want?
But
No.
aside from getting impregnating others, and getting married, yeah.
Do we have to pay for our own rooms, or
You
we
would.
just come back to the ship when it's time?
That's a good question. Prolus is walking away. You can ask him.
Hello? You haven't explained anything.
What is there to explain?
Are we supposed to pay for our own accommodations, or we just go back to the ship when its time is up?
I'll ping you on your Omni tools when it's time to come back to the shuttle. For you're not going to be down here long enough to need a hotel room. We have the secretary in orbit. If we need to stay here for a few days, we'll just go back to the secretary.
That works. Thanks.
Anything else you guys need of me? Going once. Going twice. Okay, have fun. And he's going to leave. And the moment you all get out of the shuttle locks.
So what could they see in front of them?
They are currently in a parking garage. They see other shuttles. There's a central channel in the middle that disc moves up and down. And Prolus is headed more. So the middle is where ships move in and out. Prolus is headed towards the exterior wall, where there looks to be an elevator and stairs. You could head out. You could go up and watch ships land. Entirely up to you guys. Would you like to stay in the parking garage?
Collect rocks.
In the
There,
parking
I don't think people
garage.
bring rocks into the parking. Yeah, I don't think people bring rocks in a parking garage.
Rubble debris. It depends on how old the garage is. Sometimes there's like rubble you can pick up.
Wolf Venom said Sai is walking towards the stairs and leaving the parking garage.
I'll have Zephyr do the same.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Doesn't matter really if you take the elevators or the elevator or the stairs, but when you come out outside, there is a street in front of you, and this street it is big enough for land vehicles, but it seems to be mostly an on foot sort of a situation. There are, let me look up at my notes
Please
because
tell me.
there are things that I have.
Please tell me there's the Mass Effect equivalent of a pedalo being driven by.
I believe those are in the water, sir.
Oh, what's the name of
Those are
the
gone.
quadricycle things then?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm thinking the wrong name.
I don't know
Just
what you're talking about.
those quadricycles where you have like multiple seats, but it's pedal driven. Hold on. Just wait
The
for
Flintstones car?
hold on. Copy image link. I'll just dump it into the thingy-bob. There you go. These things.
I don't know
I
what
have
those are
no-
called.
I don't know what. No idea what those are called either.
Okay. So let's see. So there's obviously the shopping area, the shopping district, I would say. A bunch of touristy sort of things are there. And that's off to your right. If you go past the shops in front of you, there's obviously the beach behind them. So you can go spend time on the beach if you'd like. There is in front of you there's like arcades, and the one thing that really catches your eye is basically a VR escape room building. And further down the road on the left, there after a little bit of a walk, there looks to be like a garden, a almost like a temple, but not quite a temple. The plant life there is not native to the area, but it does look like it's very intentionally set up and put together to where that if these species were to get out, they wouldn't cause an issue to the actual island. And across the street from that meditation garden uh is basically a it's a cuisine festival. There are people who are trying different foods from different people, uh basically more traditional style dishes. Stuff that you would have to go to a really high end restaurant to go get, or you would have to actually be on the planet of those species to go get that sort of. So, entirely up to you guys on which one you would like to go to first.
I vote for the beach.
That temple sounds interesting.
Which does?
The plant temple.
Okay. Wolf?
Wolf Venom said Sai is going to the beach, hiring a recliner or deck chair if he can, buying a mojito and relaxing with a digital book on his Omnitool.
And the beach is the thing I had the least amount of plans for. Oh
Players, am I right?
no. Oh no. Well, you are welcome to go to the beach. There are bars that are set up like on the they're not on the water directly, but they're a bit inland from the water. They're basically on the other side of the arcades and the VR escape room, so that obviously you don't get uh the tide pulling out the sand from under these establishments. There's plenty of deck chairs, beach chairs, stuff like that. If you want, you can rent an umbrella. You can sit under an umbrella.
Ella.
Maybe maybe borrow or buy one of those like mirror book things so you can get a tan.
Can Turians and Hannah even get tens?
Turians can. They turn like coppery green, but they can.
I don't think Hanars can, because
They
they're
can
just
roast.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hannah can get sunburnt.
I'd imagine they can't tan because like if they live on a mostly aquatic planet, depending on like where their civilization resides, whether it's like deep in the dark or at like the closer upper portion of the water where there's actually light, they just get fucking roasted really quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking at the game discussion. Yeah, that's kind of what I imagine Sai is doing right now.
Zephyr is just gonna go to the ocean.
Zephyr's gonna go play in the water.
He returns to the ocean. Or actually, wait, is the ocean water actually like tolerable for him, or is it too salinated?
The ocean water is tolerable. This is a resort. These are resort islands on this planet. I think they would specifically do their best to pick spots that are accessible to basically all species,
Then yeah, he's gonna go in and just let the current carry him around for a bit, like an actual jellyfish.
you gotta go play in the water.
He is moisturized, unbothered in his lane, and flourishing.
So those two are gonna go vibe at the beach. Let me scroll up to my thing. Mace, are you also going to the beach, or are you gonna go to the gardens?
I'm gonna go to the gardens.
Okay, so the two guys are like, all right, we're gonna go to the beach, and Mace is like, later, and she heads over to the gardens. It's a little bit of a walk, about 10 minutes from the parking garage, but when you get there, you see like a gazebo, and inside of this gazebo there is a younger Asari. If you had to guess, she's probably a matron, and she has a bunch of people sitting across from her, like in front of her, but they're facing her, and she is guiding them through a meditation, and specifically she's hawking this bullshit of uniting the Mass Effect fields with the soul. It sounds like fucking bullshit, but it also does look pretty relaxing. Would you like to join in on the meditation, or would you just like to enjoy the garden itself?
I don't think Mace would buy into the bullshit aspect of the meditation.
There's
So
nothing.
let's just
There's nothing stopping you from actually meditating.
yeah, that's true. Well, let's join in. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
You get abducted into a cult.
I would certainly hope not.
I mean,
All right. So you come and I imagine you're sitting like towards the back, right? You don't want to be like up in the front, do you?
no.
Yeah, figured. So Mace, you plunk down in the back, and the young woman instructs, all right, I want you all to close your eyes, put your hands on your knees, cross your legs, and I'm going to have you take a deep breath in, and I want you to feel the Mass Effect energy filling your lungs. Breathe it out. And now I want you to breathe it in, and this time I want you to try to absorb it, make it part of you. Mace, I want you to roll either a wisdom uh a check or a constitution check. Your choice.
Let's roll Constitution. It's the better save.
Okay?
Wait, is it save or
It's a check.
check?
It's a check.
In that case, it's the same. I'm gonna go with wisdom.
Mace,
So I joined
you're
the court, right?
you're not feeling it. You're really, really not feeling it. Let's see. Two. All right, give me a second because I have to roll something.
Oh no.
You're not feeling like what she's putting out. Like this just this just feels excessive to you. But as you kind of get into your own groove and you're kind of tuning her out, you start feeling this like anxiety, but it doesn't feel like it's yours. And in a in that moment, you feel this thought come over you. I hope my girlfriend doesn't find out about Jessica. And then you open your eyes and you look around like, who the fuck is Jessica? And from what you can see, no one is making indicate like no one looks anxious, no one looks worried. Are you gonna continue hanging out here, Mace, or are you going to leave with that weird thought?
Going to sit down and try again.
You're gonna try again. All right, roll me a wisdom or a constitution check. Okay. After you are a bit rattled by thoughts that don't really seem to be your own, you decide, you know what? Maybe I'm just a little too distracted, and you tune into her. And let's see, let's roll this. You stay here calmly, still, follow her instructions for an a solid hour. And after that hour, people get up and they're starting to leave, and you're still in the zone. The the instructor watches you for a little while longer before she gets up and she tells you, "You know the session's done, right? You're free to
Oh,
go."
oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're all right. Though, honestly, you need to give me some tips sometime. I can, I, I can't achieve that. You were,
You have reached a higher level of Zen.
you were, yeah, you reached a higher level of Zen. That's basically what she's getting at. And she goes to her bag and she rifles through her bag for a moment before she comes back to you and hands you a slip of paper. Would you like to take
Hey,
it?
you got somebody's number.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
Diablo. So,
yeah. I'll take the paper.
when you take the paper and you actually read it, it's a spa voucher. It's a free visit to the spa.
Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna be off the planet, so I'm gonna cash in that.
Might as well.
Mace is gonna go to the spa. All right. I'm gonna turn over to the boys really quick. Boys, are you doing anything?
Zephyr is pretending to be an underwater sea creature and scare small children.
Roll intimidation.
I'm kidding, but it was a funny thought I wanted to share.
I mean, if you want to, you can roll intimidation and try to scare children.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, or nat 1.
I will humor the party this once. Intimidation, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, you see, Zeppin is under the water and he's like scoping out his targets. And then he finds what he thinks is the perfect target. And he's entirely under the water, and there's this young Asari child. She's probably about 5 or 6 years old, or
Oh,
more correctly, more like no, not 5 or 6, more like between 10 and 12, because Asari basically double the growing up age. So she's like 10 to 12. She's young, and you come under the water and you basically pull a Jaws, but instead of biting, you just grab her legs and yank her, and she goes under the water for a moment. And the moment like when she catches herself, she gets up and she's sputtering and she's crying as she runs out of the water.
I was just trying to scare them, not pull them under.
Mission accomplished. You scared her.
Alright,
Citus,
he's going
you don't.
he's going deeper to not be spotted.
Citus, you don't see Zephyn at all, but you're just like enjoying your book.
Oh no.
You got your shades tilted, and this little girl is just runs by you screaming and crying for her mother.
I don't know. I like to point out there's a difference between scaring someone and trying to kill them.
Yeah, like I was just trying to look like some menacing sea beast underwater. I wasn't trying to grab anyone. That's an assault charge.
Staying under the water is probably the best bet right now.
Yeah, that's why I said he's going deeper, especially since that's an Asari. They could just describe them.
What? No, like she didn't see you.
And even if she did, most people can't tell Hannah apart.
Yeah,
That's racist.
it's also true.
It is racist, but it's true.
Yeah, except the fact that I made Zephyr so that he'd have like a different non-typical Hanar pattern with him.
I mean, it is racist. Although Blind Bioware will only make one model of Hannah.
The way Zephyr is supposed to look is he's mostly like a sort of transparent gray with a sort of like light blue core on the intersection of his most central part of his body. He also has like a slight, I think it is a I would say dorsal fin, but like he has a slight sort of like bump towards the end of his body that's almost like a fin.
Citus, are you pulled out of your book, or are you just okay with like? Well, you're like not okay, I imagine, with children screaming and crying, but like, up to you.
Wolf Venom said Sai is vibing, he isn't paying attention to anything going on at all.
All right, he's just chilling, having a grand old time. And at this point, I think I'm going to return to Tanak.
Okay.
So, Tanak, it is actually, before I return to Tanak, I think it would be at this point when Mace is looking for the spa and that Citus is a bit like zoned out, enjoying himself. Their Omni tools ping with the message that Tanak had sent earlier.
I'll need to describe this for Wolf because he wasn't here at the time, I'm pretty sure.
I go ahead and describe it because I'm sure Wolf doesn't.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Tanak had sent a message to you and Mace that consists of a photograph of a display panel covered in text that appears to be unidentifiable. He asked you to keep a hold of it and to keep it somewhere safe, but if things started to look like they were getting into trouble, maybe delete it. Just do it as a favour for him. It was his exact comment.
Specifically, there was also 2 characters that had flagged up as possibly Prothean.
He didn't tell them that.
Yeah, I thought you specifically took a screenshot with those on there.
They're on there. He didn't explicitly point them out, though. So if they want to take a look, they can find them, but he didn't tell them that.
Okay.
Wolf Venom said Sai will look at who sent it, see it is not from Prolus, so it is not a summons back to the shuttle, so he will shrug and read it later.
Fair.
That would be a damn shame if it was Prolus. You guys just got to the beach.
And how does Mace react?
Yeah. The holiday is more important.
Also
I'll leave
fair.
it for later.
Wolf Venom said this is beach time, not reading emails time.
All right, then.
Fair enough. So then we will return to Tanak. For real this time. Sorry about that. I just remembered about the text and need to get that out there. So, Tanak, it isn't too much longer until a pair of doctors come in. One is Turian, and the other is an Asari. And the Turian doctor moves the stretcher over towards the medical bed, and the Asari's looking you over just to see what she's actually dealing with.
Oh, he will quite happily
So-
detail where the injuries are and the nature of them. He will happily just like, this area has been damaged by such and such, this has been such and such.
She nods and she asks, so are we looking to do cybernetic replacements, or are we looking to have it so that our body recovers naturally?
I choose the perfection of metal.
Her face twists up at that because she wasn't expecting that sort of an answer.
He's going to grin at that and goes, sorry, I just wanted to see what your expression would be. But no, I am choosing the
going
implants.
with cybernetic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just so that you're aware, half of your face, I'm sure you've already noticed, is, well, melted. That will be replaced with cybernetics. We're looking at a full uh, left shoulder replacement, and we're also looking for, I think, about 3/4 of your right leg needs to get replaced.
I mean, if
Is that going to be a problem?
if it's easier, just lop the entire thing off. To be honest, because I mean, ultimately, I hope to go full metal in the end, so I don't mind. But if it's easier for you guys to do the 3/4, then fine, I can cope.
Okay.
To be clear,
And do we have any? Go ahead.
flesh disgusts me, so I have absolutely no problem with stuff being removed if needed. So go for it.
Okay. Do we have any like customization requests in terms of
Oh,
new? Do we want this to look organic, or do we not mind if it looks if it's not covered?
would you like the diagrams?
Diagrams?
He brings up his Omnitool and brings up a plan for future upgrades. I'm imagining this is probably going to look kind of horrifying because it is all metal, all replaced parts, all cybernetics, and it is a cacophony of insanity. This is. He is quite clearly not fully normal in the head, even for a Solarian who's into cybernetics. This is extreme levels of cybernetics. And he's like, I'd like to replace it with this. I'm thinking about getting a triple replacement eye where I can have 3 separate optics knocked together. You know, use Asario human optics, but in place of a Solarian eye, because the Solarian eye is so much bigger, there's so much more space to work with. And if I can have it so I can retarget them so they can go in different directions at the same time, I'd still be able to get the binocular vision. Or indeed, I could get binocular vision in two separate directions at once.
As Tanak continues rambling on, he can tell that this woman is doing her best to keep like a professional demeanor on.
But she's horrified?
She's trying. Yeah, she's trying really hard to not look horrified at this.
He's going to pause at one
She's
point and just
probably
go,
thinking that.
Go ahead.
She's probably thinking, my God, this person needs therapy.
Yes. Oh, don't worry. You can look horrified if you want to. Most people are. It doesn't bother me. Don't worry.
That wouldn't be very professional of me.
I don't care. I want you to be
Right.
comfortable while you're working.
I understand. Again, in terms of customization, I'll take a copy of your plan.
Oh,
And
I'm not expecting you to
I
implement the whole thing. That's long-term stuff. Just, you know.
no, I understand, but it is good to see what you would like to do with your future, and well, make sure that the things that you're going to be getting can accommodate
You
these
get it.
future
Excellent.
plans for yourself. Um, but in terms of customization, I meant also like, do we want to appear organic? Do you want a skin covering? Do you want the skin covering to be the same
He just
as you are?
He points at the diagram. Do I look like I care? Hell, for all I care, you could dress me up to look like this stuff. He points to the medical equipment. And by the way, I'm impressed that you managed to get that stuff. That is tip top. Like, don't worry, I'll keep quiet about it, but oh boy, that stuff's nice.
She looks at the equipment and then to him, almost like this equipment's entirely normal to her. She like it the fact that this is really high end stuff you've never really seen before, that doesn't like flag to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to have my coworker get you all set up in the bed, and then I'm going to have a conversation with your handler
Mhm.
about your plans and what we would like to do for you in terms of replacement.
To be fair,
Okay.
they get final decision at this point because I'm working on, contract with them, so ultimately what they say goes.
Again, I understand that, but we also need to keep in mind patient comfort as well.
I don't mind. Seriously, just do what needs to be done for the job.
Of course. And she is going to head out of the room. The Turian doctor is strong enough to get you into the bed,
Hmm.
and those cylinders at the bottom, your left leg is put into one of the cylinders, and you feel it compress
Hmm.
and open and compress and open just intermittently. It's not a hard compression, but it is there.
So it's like a blood pressure test, but not quite as extreme.
Right. You've been in a hospital situation before getting worked on.
Mm.
When you've had things more intensely done that you need to like actually be lied down for and, worked on, that is to make sure you don't develop blood clots while you're
Yeah.
under the knife.
Okay. He will fully cooperate. He's relatively familiar with this, so he will be a model patient apart from constantly talking about stuff, so
So they get you nice and comfortable, and you're going to be laying in that bed for a little while. She needs to talk with Mal
Mhm.
about what we're going to do with you, get the required material, and actually work on you. So you're laying in this bed. It's pretty comfy, all things considered. And is there anything you'd like to do while you're having a moment here, while things are getting prepared?
Turian doctor still there?
Yes.
So, when do you start working with this equipment?
Oh, we've been working with this equipment for about 8, 9 months.
Damn. So, you probably can't talk about origin point, I'm guessing, right?
I don't know the origin point of this. I'm sorry.
Do you know how to read the text on it?
Yes.
Nice. So, you started out in, what, historical research, or?
She shakes her head.
Huh. Did you learn the language specially for this, or?
No, it was a brief 15-minute process where they altered my translator.
Nice. Damn, I've been trying to figure out what the readouts on this say. I don't suppose you could share that, or is that, like, restricted?
No, the readouts are what you would expect. Obviously, blood pressure levels, blood oxygen levels,
Could you
heart rate.
Could you point out which ones are which so I can keep an eye on them myself? I'm curious. You don't have to. I'm just curious.
Well, you're going to be asleep.
Oh, this is true. But when I'm recovering, I mean.
When you're recovering, yeah. And she points out which ones are which, and while like you can see the heart rate one,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't read the numbers, but the actual like heartbeat line that looks normal.
He's got a bunch of cybernetics. He's got a bunch of cybernetics built into himself. He might be able to actually read out his own heartbeat from his own cybernetics, surely.
Quite possible.
So he could then cross-reference that with the numbers he's seeing on screen. So he could start building up a lexicon.
Right.
That's what he's doing.
Obviously, you're not going to get all the numbers.
Oh, no. But it give him a vague idea.
I'd say Solarian heartbeat, considering their lifespan is probably double human heartbeat.
Probably not quite that high, but close.
So probably within the scope of like 150 to 180 beats a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the normal range for you.
Okay. So depending on what their number system is, he might have enough to be able to figure out their entire thing, or he might be completely fucked. They've got a weird numbering system.
I would say that you probably have a firm enough grasp to write out triple digit numbers and double digit numbers, but not single. Like if you had to just read them off the cuff.
Yeah, he's not certain on the exact order of them, perhaps.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I hate to do this, but I am bursting for the loo. Could we take our break 10 minutes early?
That is A-okay with me.
Okay. Folks, we're going to take a break. Should we say 10 minutes?
I'm okay with that.
And
I might take a little longer because it's lunchtime for me, so I'll be getting food.
Absolutely fair. So, folks, we're going to be away for a few minutes. When we come back, hopefully, we will resume from here, and we'll see exactly what horrors are about to be committed upon Tannic. See you guys in a few minutes. And I will put some music on while we're away. Hello folks, I'm back a bit early. Hope everybody's doing well. Right, let's see if anybody else is back yet. We probably won't be resuming for a few minutes yet because of, well, you know, went on break. Hello folks, sorry I'm back a bit early, but I figure I'd say hi and check in with everybody. We are on audio if people are worried, so just let you know. Oh.
Well, hi, I'm back, but I just finished making my sandwich, so
Enjoy your sandwich.
we have a little bit.
Oh yes, we still have like 5 minutes, so don't worry. Ah. I have also gone and gotten myself an energy drink, God help me. It's Aldi's own brand knockoff monster, which is called Dark Thunder. And it tastes, well, just of energy drink, basically. It has no flavour to it. This is the one time
Battery acid flavor.
It's not battery acid, it's not quite that flavourful.
Damn shame.
Yeah. This is one of the times where I'm like, yeah, Lidl is just better at this than Aldi is. Because Lidl's energy drinks actually taste quite nice. Whereas this is just like, it exists. I do, however, have it with some ice. It's disappointing even with ice, god damn it.
Good luck sleeping later.
What sleep? Also, I'm not gonna lie.
Is that thing that you hallucinate when you lie down long enough?
I'm not gonna lie. I spotted when we mentioned about quadricycles earlier, my brain started fixating on it. I've discovered you can actually get a little tricycle with a rear cargo area for about 150. That's actually kind of tempting because that would help me out with mobility a lot. It makes shopping trips and shit easier as well.
So are we enjoying this session so far, everyone? Just
I am.
Okay.
I'm having fun, but I'm also just tired because I didn't get any sleep last night.
Also valid.
If I seem unresponsive, that's why.
No. Fun.
I'm genuinely surprised none of you went to the food place. The food festival sounded interesting.
Says the man who overly describes food every time we're put into a situation where our characters need to eat.
Wolf Venom said sounds too messy for Psy.
That is actually a valid point. For somebody who isn't a foodie, I do put a lot of effort into describing alien foods. You have given me something to think on. Right.
I'm also going to say, says the man who held me hostage over French cuisine.
I know that happened. I can't remember the details of it. What happened?
Vess and Q were on a date, and we just wanted to continue, but you wouldn't let us continue until I picked something off the fucking menu.
Oh,
but
yes.
I don't know French cuisine. And so I'm just like, I don't fucking know. God, please.
You uncultured swine.
I never even seen a French person in my life. Probably.
You mean in real life? I mean, right?
Probably.
Okay.
I've met a French person.
I've been to
I
France
mean,
a
He's a
couple of
lovely
times.
patient.
In fact, France is
I
the only
mean, yeah, I
place.
never left my city, so
Fair. France is the only place I've been abroad, which is a shame. I'd love to go other places, but oh my god, the expense. Also, Wolf is back.
it's easy. Just win the lottery.
Yeah, pretty much. He just wants to sit back down with a glass of wine or something in a book. That's fair, Wolf. Right, well, since we're all back, shall we resume, folks, or do we want to chat a little bit first?
I'm eating. Give me a minute.
No, you must eat on the
Do you
mic.
want to? Do you want to? Do you want to describe your food?
Not while,
No.
not while he's eating. That would let the poor bastard eat.
No. I want that thing anime where they randomly started reviewing food out of nowhere, which is a trope. They do a lot for some reason.
Is that started before Dungeon Meshi, didn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
it did. I thought it was, but I was like, I'm not certain on that, so I'll double check. I'm not enough of an anime nerd to know for certain.
Probably start with Food Wars.
I will defer to your knowledge of anime nerdery.
No, don't defer to mine. Defer to my fucking roommate, my former roommates.
Ah. Alright. Well, Nerd, are you with us?
I'm here.
Shall we resume?
I'm almost done. Fucking give me a minute. God damn.
Sorry, I actually genuinely forgot that you were eating there. My brain just bleh. This is what you have to cope with, folks, if you ever having to deal with me. My brain just forgets shit.
Plus, I still want my food review.
What food are you reviewing? Oh wait, no, you want the
Well-
review of what Viz is eating.
Oh, fuck you. You're not gonna get one.
There you go, that's the review. You can see why Viz was fired as a food critic, right?
So, I mean, it was over that, not the fire.
You were fired over the fire. Both times.
No, that's not true. It was over the dead body.
Oh, that's true, actually. Well, you were fired over the dead body one time. It was the fire the other time. They didn't actually manage to identify that you were the one responsible for the other dead body.
Wolf Venom said I would be a great food critic. It's food. It doesn't entirely suck.
I could see some avant-garde newspaper doing that as food reviews. Just hire the most laconic possible critic. Well, when you were done with the sandwich, Viz, tell us about what type of sandwich it was that you went with. Because I am now curious, thanks to Diablo. God damn you, sir.
Well, you get to be fucking curious. Because I'm not gonna tell you. My sandwich, my business.
Please, could you tell us?
No.
Alright. Alright then. Oh. Did you go get yourself anything during the break, Diablo?
I went to refresh my drink.
Fair. What are you drinking?
Just a glass of Coke.
Nothing wrong with that. Nerd, you grab anything?
Yeah, the drug, not the drink.
I mean,
I'm good.
I mean,
have everything.
you're from Brazil. I assume that was the case.
Alright, well. I'm ready to resume.
Excellent. So
Right.
you were interrogating Tannic in the medical facility, I believe.
I'm not interrogating him.
No, he's actually interrogating the person who's talking with him. This is true.
Yeah, see? Is there anything else that you would like to do before you are put under?
Considering this is surgery on his face, he's not going to request to see if he can actually remain conscious to watch what's happening because, yeah, even he knows that's a bad idea, so no.
Coward.
I mean, he's had surgery done on his head before. He's probably tried it and knows his limits.
I mean, as long as he doesn't feel the pain, I don't see why not.
I think deadening the facial nerves is... Actually, no, we can do that these days, so... You know what? I'm going to make a save on his wisdom. If he fails badly enough... Oh no. So I don't suppose I could remain conscious for this one, could I?
I'm afraid not.
Damn it. Oh well. Maybe I could set up a camera. Video it for later. I should have thought of that earlier.
Alright. So, the Asari doctor comes back in, and
After
the
counselling.
two get you set. Yes, after consulting with Mel.
No, I meant after counselling of having to deal with Tannic.
Oh no, she's not that traumatized.
Yet.
So, she comes back in. She has everything that she's going to need in order to actually work on you. And it isn't too much longer before the Turian doctor puts a mask over your face
Mhm.
and warns you, you're going to need to take a deep breath. It may burn a little bit.
He nods, and I assume, is this a save or is he free to just try?
He's just free to do it.
He takes a deep breath, expecting it to burn like blazes.
So it does burn, but it burns in like the... So you know when you eat spicy food and you like breathe over it?
I should point out you're talking to somebody who pretty much cannot eat spicy food because most of it has chili in it. Mint is probably the closest you're going to get for me.
Yeah. So because you're allergic, you'll just die. Okay. Good to know.
So, I guess I can do this. So, how like you eat mint and you breathe over it and you feel that like cold waft go over your mouth
But this is
if you breathe
hot.
over it, you know what Yes, it's like
Okay.
that, but it's hot. And that's through your nose and like the back of your throat.
Oh, Oh, that is familiar
So
from burning out my sinuses.
So it's not pleasant, but it's not painful.
Yeah, it's
And
uncomfortable.
your eyes get heavy and you pass out
Mhm.
to the anesthetic. It is at this point that you start to, for a lack of better way put it, dream. And that darkness that you would normally get from your eyelids starts to melt away, and around you, you are in a long, sterile silver corridor with soft bluish whitish lights running across the across the tops of the walls and the bottoms of the walls. The place feels clean. While this, I would say, this feels closer to what you would have expected from a hospital,
Hmm.
rather than where you're at, where the most comfortable thing is the window that's across from you at this point in time. And as you take in this, a calm and flat voice comes from simultaneously everywhere, but with no explicit source. And you feel a twinge of pain come across your spine as it speaks. Integration successful. Biological lag minimal. Can proceed. And with that, the lights in the corridors start flickering from they go from cyan to dark blue to cyan again. Flesh slows the equation. You've always known this. This surgery will correct what is broken. It can also correct what is inefficient.
Hmm. Yeah, I would figure that my mind would come up with this kind of imagery. To be clear, he doesn't think that this is some external force talking to him. He is convinced that this is a creation of his mind while under the drugs.
Understood. The voice speaks again. Upgrades are available. We recommend streamlining motor relay processing. You will remove final delays between thought and motion.
He'd get curious about how that would work, so I'm imagining he would ask what the process is. I'm not expecting you to try and explain that full thing. Do you want to just blah that it is explained?
Yeah, pretty much. It's offering you a choice.
All right. Provided he can understand what is being said, if it sounds like something that he would interpret as cool, i.e., it's replacing biological systems in a way that's going to improve performance, he will always be in favour of it. If he doesn't understand it, he'll be a little bit more cautious. So, do you want me to do a science check? Or maybe a medicine check?
I would rather you have a science check in this instance.
Alright.
And based on the number that you get, you can decide for Tanak to choose whether to take it or not.
That's a nat 1. Hmm. I'm just thinking, because, yeah, I'm going to say a nat 1. He's going to be cautious about it. He is going to only agree to the ones which he is absolutely certain would actually be an upgrade. But actually, no. He doesn't think this is real. It doesn't matter. He agrees to everything.
So you're accepting this.
Yep, he doesn't think it's real. He is just blanket accepting it. No reservations.
Okay. Noted. Your mind records memories with chemical shadows. In time, they fade, they distort. Your design and your brilliance will decay. We can stabilize the archive. Nothing you know will ever be lost.
But future changes can also not be made in that case?
Future changes can be made.
Backup of reserve elements of personality could swap things out as I choose. Edit my own personality. Oh, hell yeah. Hit me.
Noted. You experience pain, hunger, fatigue, because the system was designed for lesser forms. We can strip that limitation away.
Given the limitations of physical being, it'd probably be sensible to at least reserve those to still having warning systems. Quite happy to get rid of the negative side effects of them, but still being aware of their presence would probably still be useful. You know, as a reserve.
Roll me insight.
Okay. Oh, he's great at these. Yes! Tanik's eyes cross as his tongue sticks out. Eh?
So, while the voice is flat, there's something there that you can't quite identify. You choose to retain error signals. Curious.
It serves as a backup in case anything goes wrong. After all, it's always good to have It's always good to have reserves.
So, once the choices are made, the corridor itself seems to sharpen. The edges are crisper, clearer than they were before. The glowing lights dim and they go black. And across the walls of the actual corridor and from the lights, it looks like black veins are like crawling down. There is a sharper pain in your spine than before. Optimization complete. You will not remember this conversation, but you will remember choosing perfection. And the voice then fades away as you come to hear the beating of your own heart over the monitor.
He's gonna.
With that,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, go on.
He's going to attempt to open in his eyes.
I think we can leave it there for
Yep,
right now.
fair enough.
I'm going to return back to the main the people who are not in the surgery room. For Tannic, this seemed very quick. To you guys, this has been hours. Have you just been chilling on the beach for the last couple of hours, Zephin and Citus? Have you decided to go try anything else?
I've just been in the beach.
Yeah. Wolf? Citus continue reading a book, or is he gonna go check out some other stuff?
He could buy new books.
Wolf Venom said the other activities sound potentially messy, especially if food is involved.
Well, one's a VR escape room. The other has food, and there was another location I forgot to disclose, which is my bad. I can disclose that
Wolf
location
Venom
and
said Sai doesn't even join the others for dinner if he can help it.
true. I'll disclose what the final location was. On the opposite side of the road, so not across the road, but like if you go to the right instead of the left from the parking garage, there is like a barren racetrack. You can go gamble if you want to. Which nerd you are allowed to decide that Zephin wants to go gamble if you wish.
He would like to stay in the water.
Okay.
Nourished. In his element. Moist. Wolf is typing.
Wolf Venom said before he goes, what is the VR thing?
The VR thing is an escape room, so you're going to basically go and you're going to have a seat, have a headset put on you, you're going to be hooked into this machine, and you're going to be able to play an escape room game. If you want to. That's optional.
Wolf Venom said it is not really size thing, but since you put effort into this, sure. He will go give the escape room a try.
You don't have to feel obligated. If it's not size thing, then you don't have to force Sai to do it. Because I am going to say that V will also get to play around with this stuff too. So if you want to wait for V, because, well,
Escape-
Tanek is going to be coming too here, like, coming around soon, relatively.
Escape rooms.
You can wait.
Escape rooms.
What now?
Escape rooms also work best when you've got a team. Is my understanding anyway.
Wolf Venom said Sai is staying on his recliner with his book and drink.
Got it. So, in that case, Mace, I'm going to turn to you for a moment. You managed to locate the spa. And you get to choose 3 of these options from your little voucher. You can have a 0G float tank. So you basically just get to, I guess a better way to put it would be like, it's a bit like a sensory deprivation room for a little while. You can have an aromatherapy steam chamber. You can do a hot stone alignment, a biotic resonance massage, a nutrient infusion bath, cryoskin rejuvenation, sonic vibration therapy, or luxury neural relaxer. Choose 3.
I'm gonna go with the aroma therapy one, the
Okay.
the biotic one,
Okay.
and I forgot the other ones.
There's the 0G float tank, hot stone alignment, nutrient infusion bath, cryoskin rejuvenation, sonic vibration therapy, or a luxury neural relaxer.
Let's go with the muscle neural relaxer. That's the last one.
Okay. So note these because you will get these following benefits when we return to the Rachni ship. You gain advantage on your next wisdom saving throw while you're in the Rachni ship. You gain 1d4 temporary hit points, and you can re-roll 1 failed ability check while you're in the Rachni ship.
What was the last one?
One failed.
Re-roll 1 failed ability check.
Okay, noted.
Got it. All right. So Mace has done the spa. The guys are pretty dead set at being at the beach. I guess we'll return to Tanek a lot sooner than I thought we would.
Players.
So Tanek, you open your eyes. You've come to. You're staring at the roof. Well, you're staring at the ceiling, more correctly, but you know what I mean.
He's going to attempt to move his normal arm, the one which didn't need the shoulder replaced.
So that arm moves fine.
He's going to bring it up in front of his face and check move his fingers.
Everything works.
He's going to delicately feel over the bandage over the shoulder.
So you you feel like the pressure, but you don't feel, for lack of a better way, like the skin sensation.
Hmm.
So you can feel the pressure, but you don't recognize that there's a touch behind the pressure.
Huh. He's going to raise up the other arm then.
The other arm um seems to be working fine.
He's going to gingerly attempt to sit up.
So as you sit up, the Turian doctor like helps brace you so that
Hmm.
you don't overextend yourself, and also so you don't fall backwards.
Okay. He will cooperate with that.
But as you're sitting up, you feel this sharp pain in the center of your spine.
Hmm. Didn't know there was... Ow. Implant in the spine now?
No?
Huh. Wonder what that is then. Maybe I've just been sat odd. Well, laying odd. Yeah.
So you're sat up, and the room looks about where you left it, in terms of consciousness at least. It's a bit later in the day than before.
Turnaround time's good.
The sorry doctor adds to that, and recovery time will be even better.
Impressive. He's going to gingerly touch the replaced skin on his... Well, the replaced... whatever he's got on his face now.
So it's metal, but there are, like, I guess, like, pseudo nerves, I would say would be the best way to put it. And right now, because these implants are so fresh, your body is still like
Adapting.
connecting to the nerve surrogates. So as with your shoulder, you feel the pressure of you touching your own face,
But there's no
but you
sensation.
don't feel there's no sensation of skin right now.
Nerves haven't fully connected up yet, but it looks like it's gone in well. Did you have to replace the eye, or...?
We did.
Well, the visual feed is looking good. Any special modes I should be aware of?
The standard fare. So currently there's no special modes put on it, but they are programmable.
Oh, hell, I'm going to have fun with that. Thank you. Alright, anything else I should be aware? How's the leg?
So the leg, you're probably going to have a similar feeling where your nerves aren't fully connected up yet. We went with a full leg replacement.
Okay.
While the 3/4 was available, um, your handler decided that just to go with the full replacement.
I mean, it's probably better in the long run, particularly with me. He's going to gingerly raise up that leg and flex the toes.
So it seems to be responsive. Everything seems to be working just fine.
Cool. Can I get a feed from the servo? Can I get a display of the information from the limbs so I can check their monitor their levels and so forth? I might be able to program that into the eye.
So for your leg, that's a bit more complicated machinery. You're going to need to open up this, and she shows you a panel on your calf that you actually have to open up and connect it to your Omni tool.
Nice! He is instantly into this.
As for your eye has wireless communication. So it basically works like any set of wireless, like earbuds. But it uses a special program for obviously programming settings for the eye.
I'm guessing it can be charged in place, or is it running off of the biosystems around it? Or do I need to pull it out and slot it into a docking station?
All of those work, actually.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good idea.
So it's presently running off of the biological systems that are there, but in the future, since you seem to be invested in removing pieces of yourself, you can plug it into a wall or pop it on a charging station and it'll handle it.
Nice. Well, I'll leave it in for now so the biosystems get a chance to adapt.
And that charging station will also be taken to your room aboard the ship that you were on.
Gives her a thumbs up.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Well, thank you for your work, Doc. You seem to have done quite an impressive job. Both of you.
It's what we do.
I suppose that's Prothean tech for you.
They don't say anything about that.
I figured they wouldn't. He's going to stand up. Delicately. Can he balance?
So, as you stand up, you treat yourself gingerly, but your body doesn't actually seem to.
It doesn't seem to need it, I think you said, because it cut off at the end there.
Yes, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem to need it.
Okay. Alright. I don't feel like I need to be careful about moving around, but I should probably err on the side of caution, right?
So, with what we've done, your recovery time is mostly just getting sensation back in the parts that are replaced.
Alright.
You should be able to function as you were before we had to take you in.
Now that is impressive. Turnaround time's usually at least a couple of weeks.
Well, that's what happens when you have the high line.
Nice. Right. Well, I suppose I should probably check up with the rest of them. They're probably having fun without me. I should ruin that for them. He does grin to the doctors when he says that.
Honestly, I think they're chuckling with about that.
Alright, I should also probably get some clothes other than a medical... What the fuck do you call these things? Gowns?
Yeah.
Gown, that's it. Right, I should probably get some proper clothes on. Ooh. Okay, that's weird. The left toe on the new foot has slightly more flexibility than the old one did. Nice, but weird.
You'll adjust.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no problem. Right, show me the way to the changing room. Or just point me in the direction, because I'm not going to make a doctor lead me around the place. That'd be rude.
So, it's our job to show you. So the Asari doctor does take you. It's not to a changing room; it's to a bathroom.
Yeah.
But the bathroom has like lockers in it, and one of the doors is open with clothes for you.
He'll put those on. He's then going to pause. Wait, actually, before I go, and there's just this massive evil grin on his face, you don't know if there's anywhere around here that does makeup, do you?
Not that I know of.
Damn.
Before you put those clothes on, did you want to like inspect yourself in the mirror or anything?
There's a pause? I didn't even think of that. Huh. Yeah, sure. Do you want to leave the room? You don't have to, but up to you.
The doctors will leave you to your own devices in terms of getting dressed and looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, he's going to inspect himself.
All right. Are you just looking? Are you doing like a full body look over? Or are you just looking at the cybernetic bits?
He's probably focused on the cybernetic bits, but he will be checking where they interface with the organic elements as well, just on principle. And then he's going to look at the organic elements like, you're going soon, like that.
So I'm going to say, as you've been moving around this entire time, you've been like looking over yourself, and as you turn to l- look at your back, um, there's like gauze there. There's a bandage covering like the smack center of your back where you were feeling that sharp pain.
And they said that there hadn't been anything done to his back.
There hadn't been implants to his back. That's what
Okay.
they said.
Okay. So they didn't lie outright, they just didn't specify that. Um, How well attached is this gauze? I'm guessing it's stuck down with medical tape and it's pretty well secured, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to touch that because he doesn't want to risk infecting the wound for now. But he's going to make a note of that and see what exactly was done when the opportunity arrived. Actually, he'll feel over the area carefully. Since he doesn't have a full sense of touch in the other arm, well, the other hand. Well, actually, no, the hand wasn't replaced, so that's fine. He'll touch over the area just to get a feel and see if there's any kind of lump change or anything notable there. He's expecting there'll be pain from this when he does it.
So as you're feeling over the bandage, it is a sharp pain. But as you like rub your fingers over it to see like the quality of the wound, like is it swollen? Is it a gash? Like what is it? It feels like a pit in the middle of your back. Like a hole.
How big?
Um, let's see. So, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The like a can of cola? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about? Like the top part of a can of cola.
Okay, so about what, inch and a half across, maybe?
Actually, I have a fucking tape measure on my desk somewhere. Hold on. I might be able to measure this for you.
Inch and 3/4,
Uh,
maybe? I'm looking at a can myself,
I know
so I'm just trying to do this for the benefit of the people at home. Actually,
I don't know where my tape measure went.
I have a ruler
Oh.
as well. Where have I put that? We're both competent. Where is it? Oh, I'm an idiot. I also have this. Aha! You have a tape measure on you. It is... So that's 3... It's about 6 centimetres across.
Well, there you go.
Interesting. How... it's going to hurt like hell, but how deep does it seem to go? I know it's got a bandage over it, but if it's like just a shallow pit, he might be able to get a little bit of resistance from just a gentle press. But if it's deeper than that, he won't be able to press in enough for it to matter. So just a delicate bit of pressure.
So the actual wound itself, it feels deep, but then you meet not flesh. It feels like there's gauze on the inside
Okay.
of this wound.
He will stop at that point and leave it alone, because that's close to the spine. You don't want to fuck with that.
So, yeah, that's what he's dealing with. He's dealing with a hole that's deep enough to have gauze packed into it.
He's going to try flexing his spine side to side slightly to see if there's reduced mobility.
Go ahead and roll me con.
This is gonna hurt like fucking hell. Oh, save or standard roll, sorry.
That was fine.
Okay.
This does hurt. This hurts really bad, but it's not. The reduced mobility isn't because of the spine itself.
It's the pain.
It's reduced. It's the pain that is causing you to have reduced mobility.
That makes sense. In that case, he won't worry about it for now, but he's assuming that they've done something directly to his spine. He doesn't know what, but they've done something. So he's going to make a note of that. He's going to get dressed, and he's going to then bring up his Omnitool and send a message out to everybody. Hey, guess who's out of the hospital?
So, I see that Nerd says he's kind of flagging right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I feel like
sorry.
no,
Don't
that's fine.
don't apologize.
I feel
It
like
happens.
we've accomplished what needed to be accomplished.
Yeah.
So we can continue doing more island stuff next time, or we can plan for the Rackanai ship, like get that shit together and go back in.
I think we've got a fair idea of what sort of thing we want to do for the Rachni ship. I think maybe do a little bit of island stuff next time. If you guys want to do...
I would say
Go ahead.
I would say in character you need to communicate that shit to each other.
This is
'Cause you
true.
didn't.
This is true. Wolf is typing, sorry.
Wolf Venom said, oh, if he can, Sai will purchase more Mida gel, because he only has one left.
That is a good idea.
You absolutely can, and oh, I can't remember the tier names off the top of my head.
Is it purple quality?
No, there's only one purple item in the game. I'm not even kidding about that. There's only one purple item in the game.
By default, yeah.
I'd say you could buy 2 superior and as many enhanced or standard as you please.
Wolf Venom said I will work it out and do the maths.
Alright. And I think that will be it. I know that today is like an hour and some change short, but I feel like, as I said, we got what needed to be done.
That seems reasonable to me. Nothing wrong with a short session. Right then, folks. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed. I know it's been a bit of a short one, but hey, that's the nature of tabletop RPGs. We've been joined tonight by an absolute freaking nerd,
Well, bang, okay.
Diablo Awesome,
I should go to a spa.
we should all go to the spa, that sounds nice, Viz Kanoya, who has been graciously hosting as our GM.
I should not go to the spa until I fully recovered from surgery.
This is true, I should not go to the spa. Damn it. And finally, of course, we have Wolf Venom.
Wolf Venom said I am doing maths.
My condolences. Oh, right. Thank you for joining us. We should be on.
No, not that.
We should be on next week. Might be this, might be my Kadara's children, but we'll see next time. For now, though, I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.